Hi, I'm Jason Milton. I'm CEO and co-founder of Custom Capital. And this building right behind me is a $4.2 million medical office property that we sold to an investor who's now the 100% owner. Yes, 100%. And they did it without doing any of the heavy lifting. All they had to do was have the capital for the down payment. In this video, we're going to walk you through exactly how we help investors become the 100% owner of assets, just like this one. We'll explain our entire model A to Z so you can understand if this is a fit for you. But before we do that, let me quickly explain who we are. We are a private family office with over $425 million in transactions. And we did this with the help of our 7 divisions and 50 full-time professionals that serve these deals up on a silver platter with white glove service. We're not a fund, we're not a syndication, and we're not a broker. We are a done-for-you service that helps busy professionals become the 100% owner of turnkey, cash-flowing, absolute triple net, long-term leases with corporate guarantee commercial real estate, all done through our white glove service model. Assets like medical buildings, gas stations, industrial properties, and other opportunities that are already sourced, under contract, pre-vetted, and prepared for our investors who want high-quality commercial real estate deals. Most people who want to get into commercial real estate never do because they're missing a few things. They don't have the time to go out and do all the work themselves. They don't have the knowledge, and they don't want to make a costly mistake, or they don't have the industry relationships and resources so they can find great off-service deals. And the best part is, nearly all of our deals are structured the way serious investors actually want. Absolute triple net, tenants in place, cash flowing from month one. So let's get started and talk about the very beginning of our process. Mike, walk them through how we actually find our deals.
Thanks, Jason. My name is Michael Berg, and I'm the Managing Director of Technology here at Custom Capital. Most investors who try to buy commercial real estate on their own get stuck because they don't have a way to find good deals. They're scrolling through Crexi and LoopNet for deals that are already picked over. Sourcing is the part of the business we invest in most heavily. We scour every corner of the country for what we believe are the best commercial real estate opportunities. One of Custom Capital's 7 divisions is a full-time acquisitions division. This is all they do. Over $250,000 a month goes into sourcing, building and maintaining direct relationships with developers, merchant builders, and commercial sellers to capture inventory at the source before it goes on market. On top of that, we're known for scaling merchant developers and franchisors across the country. So they come to us first with their premium off-market inventory. All of this doesn't even mention our team's $10 billion in historical transaction experience. From there, every opportunity goes through a 100 checkpoint vetting process before it's ever shown to an investor. Financial underwriting, physical inspection, tenant credit review, market analysis, lease abstraction, title review, handled end-to-end by our due diligence division. We look at hundreds of deals every day, and very few make it through this strainer. In fact, there are times when we're inventory constrained because we refuse to compromise on quality. So what typically takes an investor weeks of fragmented effort, chasing attorneys, CPAs, brokers, inspectors, is already done before we even set up a call. We put deals under contract in Custom Capital's name before they ever go out to investors. When we learn what you're looking for, there's already a real chance we have something that fits. And with that said, Michael Kimball, one of our top senior investment associates, will show you how we determine investor fit.
Thanks, Michael. I'm Michael Kimball, Senior Investment Associate at Custom Capital. My job and the job of our investment team is to make sure that before we ever put a deal in front of you, we actually understand who you are as an investor. What might be a good deal for one person might be a bad deal for another. A lot of firms lead with the deal. We lead with the investor. If we don't understand your goals, your timeline, and your situation, we can't responsibly recommend anything. The first step is a discovery call, just a conversation. It's not a pitch. The point is to learn enough about you that when a deal comes up, I already know whether it fits. What I'm actually listening for, your capital position, how much you have available to deploy, your timeline. Are you looking to move in the next 30 days, the next 6 months? Your return profile. Are you optimizing for monthly cash flow, long-term appreciation, tax shelter, or wealth preservation? Those lead to very different assets. Your risk tolerance. Some investors want a stabilized, absolute triple net medical office. Others want something with more upside. Both are valid, they're not the same deal. And your existing portfolio and tax picture. Are we working around a 1031 exchange? Building depreciation, diversifying away from something concentrated. We're not in a rush to push you into a deal you don't fit into. Once we're aligned on what fits, I build your investor profile with the rest of the team. It's what determines which of our active deals or which upcoming ones actually get presented to you. The result is simple. By the time a deal reaches your desk, it's not random opportunity. It's one that was matched to you on purpose. With that, I'll hand it off to my colleague Amela, who will walk you through what happens when a matched deal is ready to be presented.
Thanks, Michael. I'm Amela Smilbegovich, Senior Investment Associate. When a property clears our due diligence and genuinely fits what an investor is looking for, I'll reach out and set up a deal presentation. It's usually 30, 45 minutes, just the two of us. I'll walk you through the property, the tenant, the lease structure, the financing we've sourced, the projected returns, and the risk, because there's always risk, and you deserve to see them clearly. You'll have the full underwriting package in front of you. Nothing hidden. A couple of things I'd like to set expectations on. You're not going to see dozens of deals. You're going to see the ones that fit your profile. You can say no, and we can move on. But when something does fit, we move, because great deals don't sit for long. You're buying a real asset in your own name with your own capital. My job is to make sure that the deal in front of you has earned that. With that said, let me hand it back to Jason to answer some of the most important questions our investors ask.
Thanks, Amela. A lot of this can sound too good to be true the first time you hear it, but it's not. And instead of making this video 2 hours long, let me just quickly answer 3 of the biggest questions that we get. First, how does Custom Capital make money? Simple. Every property that we sell has our one-time fee baked into the purchase price. There's no hidden fees, there's no smoke and mirrors. So the projections that you see already have our fee inside of it. It compensates us for sourcing the deal, getting it under contract, completing all of the due diligence, and bringing the opportunity to you in a done-for-you format. Second, who's going to manage the property? The overwhelming majority of our deals are structured as absolute triple net, which means the tenant is responsible for the day-to-day activities and responsibilities. You still get all the benefit of direct ownership without taking on all the responsibilities. Third, where are the deals and how fast do they move? Our opportunities are nationwide across multiple asset classes, and we have a handful of deals at any given one time. Many of our best deals move very quickly, which is why timing, your clarity, and readiness matter. That being said, let's talk about what actually happens when you decide to move forward on a specific deal. James, walk them through that next step.
Thanks, Jason. I'm James Manganero, Senior Investment Associate here at Custom. Let's talk about what actually happens when an investor says yes to a deal. The moment you give the green light, our transaction management division takes over. You're not managing this process, we are. Without Custom's white glove services, this could take you hundreds of hours, but we've seen some of our investors close with just a handful of active hours of review. You have a single point of contact until close. You're never chasing a lender, an attorney, or a title company on your own. The first step, we issue the letter of intent on your behalf, confirming your position as the buyer. Because we already have the deal under contract in Custom Capital's name, the LOI is really formalizing the handoff of the deal to you. Short document, non-binding on the economics you've already reviewed, gets signed quickly. Once that LOI is signed, the earnest money deposit goes into escrow, typically 1 to 2% of the purchase price, held by a neutral third-party title company. That EMD is what locks the property as yours while we move into closing. It's your skin in the game, and it signals to the seller that this deal is moving along. From there, the process becomes all about execution. Our in-house legal team finalizes the purchase contract and coordinates with title. A buyer-controlled LLC is formed in your name. You are the sole owner. You'll get a clean closing package in advance, and we walk you through every piece before you sign anything. Your role in this phase is simple: review, approve, execute. We handle the rest. You may have noticed I skipped over financing and lending, and that's because it's one of our biggest advantages in our done-for-you white glove process. So let me bring Michael back to explain our programmatic financing advantage and why that makes this process even easier for the investor.
Thanks, James. Like he said, one of the biggest advantages we now offer investors is what we call our programmatic financing advantage. What that means is simple. Because of the quality of our inventory and the strength of the relationships we built, we now have pre-existing financing relationships in place for qualifying deals. In many cases, that means we don't have to go out and manually shop lenders, start from scratch, and deal with the usual headaches that often comes with commercial financing. That matters because financing is one of the most time-consuming and frustrating parts of buying commercial real estate on your own. Financing is often to blame for closings being delayed and deals falling apart. But in our model, we've worked to make that process dramatically easier. When a deal fits within the criteria of our lending relationships, there is already a path in place to help move that financing process forward efficiently, with closings expected within 30 to 45 days. And in the humblest way, the fact that we have these relationships with these lenders and these financing opportunities is a true testament to our deal quality, track record, and experience. And once the property closes, our job does it in there. Cammie, walk them through what happens after closing.
Thanks, Michael. I'm Cammie Johnson, our Director of Investor Relations. A lot of firms in this space go quiet the moment a deal closes. That's not how we operate at Custom. Closing day is the start of the relationship, not the end of it. Within the first week, you'll have a post-close onboarding call with our team, a walkthrough of your ownership documents, your LLC paperwork, tenant contact information, lender servicing details, and what to expect month to month. You leave that call knowing exactly what you own, how cash flow arrives, and who to call for what. You have a direct line to me and my team, not a ticket portal, not a 1-800 number. When something meaningful happens at your property, say a lease milestone, a tenant update, a market shift, you hear about it from us first. Our asset management division monitors tenant performance, tracks lease milestones, and flags anything that requires your attention. Rent escalations, renewal windows, insurance renewals, tax assessments, we're watching the calendar so you don't have to. If something needs a decision from you as the owner, we bring it to you with a context and a recommendation. You stay in control, we do the homework. You own 100% of the asset. Our job is to help you protect it and grow from it. In fact, why don't you hear from a real investor who's actually done a deal with us?
Philip is an owner of ours, but I want to give you a little bit of background about Philip. He has an extensive resume, but the things that stand out for this conversation: 5 years with Deutsche Bank as a financial analyst. He was with Blackstone as a director of credit, right? He's with
Kennedy Lewis
as managing director of private placements. The reason why I'm bringing that up is this gentleman knows how to underwrite investments, how to underwrite a deal at a high level, at a high institutional level. He wound up purchasing an Anytime Fitness with us, out of all things, an Anytime Fitness. So Philip, first of all, welcome. Thank you for taking your time here. What did you like about Custom Capital in order to start to move forward?
I think it boils down to getting to do a large transaction in one go, and really having the comfort that the team has done so many repetitions of these kind of transactions in real estate. You really want to be with a team that you trust and has had a lot of repetitions, a lot of experience. I've been 30 years on Wall Street, done a lot of bond deals, done a lot of bank loan deals. The more you do it, the more you know where the pitfalls are, the more you know where the opportunities are. So when I researched Custom Capital, I did some work in terms of looking at some of the videos and some of the testimonials that other investors have done. I got more and more comfortable, and it turned out we looked at 7 different transactions with you, but we eventually came upon this property in Texas. We liked the property, and the process working with the Custom Capital team was fantastic. Very, very straightforward, honest, lots of information sharing, and you just felt comfortable. They made you feel really wanted as a partner in the transaction.
If you've made it this far in the video, we're going to stop it just about here because I want to respect your time. The best next step is simple. Schedule a call with our team if you haven't done so already. Investing in commercial real estate is not a one-size-fits-all. The right deal depends on your goals, your liquidity, and what you actually want the commercial real estate to do for you and your family. Our done-for-you white glove experience is most effective when our team knows exactly what you're looking for. But if you don't know, we can help you form that idea as well. And that's why we named our company Custom Capital. We want to provide you a fully customized and individualized experience that works best for you. Schedule a call with our team and we'll walk you through in even more detail everything you need to know, and then we'll present the deals that are the best fit for you. We look forward to speaking with you, and I want to thank you for your time.